freeway on first sip. Good morning, everybody. Daniel Allison, the average dude, and my co-host is on the go. Freddie, you're on the freeway again. Good morning.
Freddie on the freeway on first sip.
Oh yeah, it's got a nice little ring to it. How you feeling,
Yeah,
Freddie?
I feel great. You know what day it is?
What day is it?
Pump Day! Danny, you should know this.
I tell you what, I love a good pump day, and I know Antarctic Mike loves a good pump day. He's in Augusta. He's in Augusta, Georgia.
He's close. He's
He's
close.
he's coming to see us up here in Spartanburg. Super excited to see Antarctic Mike latter part of this week. Let's go. Let's do it. And there's Joe. Joe was here yesterday. He popped in, then he had to take his daughter somewhere. He's got like $5, but
Wow. Get it, Joe.
I know. Joe's a great guy. Joe on the bus. Buongiorno. Great to see you. Speaking of people we love to see on the bus, and we haven't seen yesterday, P Dizzle, Pump Day. If you know, you know. I love it, man. I just every time I see a Paul Pappy comment, I said, put on your thinking cap. It's going to get hard. You know,
Here we go. Yeah.
here we go. It's going to be pop culture. It's going to be movies. It's going to be concerts. It's going to be slogans and words that we don't know. We're going to have to be
And
on our game.
sometimes it's deep, deep thoughts.
Yes, sometimes it is deep, deep thoughts. Now, I'll have a deep thought from time to time, but what about you? Sometimes it people. Some people they like they're a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And I've noticed with Freddie Blanton, he likes sometimes he might be playing country music. Sometimes it might be religious type music, and then other times he's playing heavy metal. What's going on there, Freddie? Why do you like so many different things? Don't most people that like country music only like country music?
You know, I'm multicultural.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm like a box of chocolates. Danny, you ever heard that?
I have heard that. I believe that was old Forrest Gump. Now, do you think it's good to kind of be into a lot of different things in the sales game? I mean, you're talking to folks that own businesses that have different types of equipment. Are they into different things, or do you find that they're all the same?
They are not all the same, and that is what's cool about being in sales. It's not the same thing every day.
It's not the
Different
same thing.
people, different product, different applications, different job sites, different attitudes, different personalities.
Yeah. And all of those guys, you had a guy yesterday that had an asphalt company, I believe.
That's right.
And you think about, moving dirt and earthwork equipment and bobcats, you think about dirt, but then you said, oh, okay, no, this guy's got a little asphalt company, or maybe it's concrete. So I think that is interesting. And you get to go out on some cool job sites too, don't you? And pieces of land and things like that.
Yeah, well, that's what kind of helps you understand the customers when you're on their job site and you realize, like, God, these guys are on a serious deadline to get this Publix and this whole shopping center paved because nothing else can happen until that's done. And then the people before that had to get it graded perfectly. And then the curb company had to be perfect. And then you backfill the curb. And all these people are on a timeline to work together, just like what's happening across the street from you.
I love it. And I love it. And I love the communication. And I've seen so many cool things. I just think for the same reason that you like construction, I do too. Just everybody working together. You're doing this big project, everybody doing their part, and it all comes together. But I've seen some of the workers, the difference in people, because we have a lot of folks that are doing concrete, that are grading, that are doing things, and you notice the patterns. Some of them will bring their lunch. Some of them have their wives and kids bring them lunch. And I love to see that. They'll get their friends out over here at Fifth Third Park. Now it's hot, but they might put up a little tent and the wife has got sandwiches and the kids are there. And I think, no, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
But everybody kind of working together. Hey, we've got more great people on the bus, including a regular Vicky Watts back on the bus today. Great.
V-Dub's here.
V-Dub is here. That always puts a smile on her face. Let's see. How about this guy, Aaron Jacobitz? Pump Day. Let's get it. I want to talk to Aaron Jacobitz on the phone. It's been too long since I've talked to AJ. So,
well, hey, you know, all you have to do is call him right after the show.
And that might not be all I have to do. Then I have to get him on the phone. He might not pick it up, you know?
Oh, he's ready.
He's ready. Well,
he's aware, he's alert, he's responsive, he's ready.
Oh, I'm glad you said aware and alert. I want to talk to you about that. I love the things that are never the same. Every client is like a present. You open them up and see what's inside. Absolutely. What's your favorite thing about your sales job? What's your favorite thing? You've been in it 20 plus years. What do you love about working at your job? Everybody in the comments too. Tell me what you love about it.
Getting paid. You know what? If you look at Vicky's life, Vicky has done so much stuff.
I know.
She does like different experiences.
And I think that's great. I know we need to get her on here. Hey, on Friday, let's go ahead and say it now. On Friday, we're going to invite everybody that's been on the bus. This is episode 500. We will be landing the plane at episode 500. I have not said that out loud, but we're going to take a little break. First Sip will return. But I think very likely the plane will land at 500. It's been quite the run, Freddie Blanton.
I agree.
Let's see what Joe says here. We are all faced with a series of great opportunities, brilliantly disguised as impossible situations. Chuck Swindle. Who is that?
Chuck Swindell.
Chuck Swindell. I know that name, but I can't place it. What are we going to do there? Have the right people with you always. Absolutely. And we've got great people on this bus. If Freddie ever gets parked, we might talk about something.
Keep talking.
Let's see.
You've never had a problem talking, Daniel. Now you going on episode 498.
But I like it when I have Freddie's attention. I like it when Freddie is just locked and loaded. You said the word observe.
I said aware and alert and responsive.
And when you said those words, it made me think of observe and being observant. And I think that being observant is a fantastic skill for a salesperson.
Yeah.
What do you say? What do you say?
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me about it. What makes you bring that up when I say aware, alert, responsive?
Because I used to say, you know, when you're new in sales and you're walking in, maybe it's a prospecting call, you're walking into a new facility, you're worried about what you look like, you're worried that you're going to say the right things, and you're not really seeing anything. You walk in that door, you got your head down, you go up to the girl or person and you're like, hey, can I speak to somebody? And you're worried about people seeing you. So I call that, you know, you're perceiving how you're perceived. And that's all. Yeah. And the difference of walking in, head on the swivel, trying to notice things, noticing things about people, noticing things about how the architecture of the building, the layout of the building, you know, and just as much as you possibly can notice when you walk in, this keeps you focused on the outward.
Yeah. So if somebody walks in, and over to the left, there's big Bobcat loaders picking up cardboard and dumping it in containers that are smashing it and boxing it. Right. So obvious what is happening. And then this person sits down across from the whoever they're trying to meet with. And the salesperson says, so tell me a little bit about what y'all do here. Was he aware, alert, or responsive in a good way?
No, no, that's exactly right. Right. I mean, you're going to find obvious connections. One of the questions I love to ask when I work in a networking group, what is it that you're looking for? What is it that you get excited about when you know you've got a prospect? So you walk on there, and then what happens? You start noticing these things. I remember I used to never look at those big cranes in manufacturing facilities that basically the interior cranes, and I never really thought about them. But then a young man came into the group, and we started talking to him. I started asking him questions. Well, then when I'm in a facility and I see one of those cranes, now I'm kind of curious about it. And as you're walking through the facility to get to the roof to talk about the thing you can sell him, you can talk to him about the crane, you know, and just carry on a little conversation and ask him about, hey, who's taking care of your cranes? How long have you had those? And so the more that we don't just stay focused on our little narrow, that facility manager or whatever you're doing, or that business owner is not just thinking about equipment. He's thinking about the entirety of the business, the entirety of the building.
Yeah. Well, and in my world, so yes, this person may want a piece of equipment to do a certain job. All right, but on the flip side, he's scared to death about how we're going to service him. How fast can I get a machine fixed? Are parts available? If I drop it off, can I pick it up the same day? What does the warranty cover? So if you know that about your situation and you address it up front, the customer, I promise, feels more comfortable with your solution.
Absolutely. You made me think of another one, and let's see what Vicki Watts said. True, it is so important to be a noticer. You can really tell when someone's trying to sell you when they haven't noticed anything. One of the things I noticed is when they're showing you around the building. So I'm just going to apply this to my last traditional sales job, HVAC world. When let's say it's a church and they're showing you around the facility, they will say different things about what's happening at the church, what that building might be used for. They might have a specific name for it, but this is their language. When they're at that church, this is how they talk. And the sooner you can start speaking their language, because you've observed and you've been paying attention, like Vicki said, you can start using that language, and it helps. It helps to connect you to the people when you start using familiar language. It's little things like this.
Yeah. And you take that from that situation and carry it with you to your next meeting somewhere else.
That's right. Yes. And and then you start sharing information. And of course, again, we talked about a networking group, and you talked about helping people. And Vicki's great at that. And I'm sure if more of these, and Matt Venuto is great at that, helping out other people, observing for others. See, hey, if I see somebody that's got an old Bobcat and they're getting ready to buy the wrong machine, they need to talk to Freddie Blank.
Yeah. Every time.
Every time. Hey, there's Gary. Great to see Gary. It's the birthday week for Vicki Watts. I think it might be today. It might be today.
Today?
Yeah. Let's see what Vicki says here. One of my favorite things is touring the facilities and hearing about how they run their business. Absolutely. Let's see.
I do like the business side of the world myself.
Me too. Well, business is life. I mean, it's people say, what do you like to do? I like to learn about different businesses and how people get along. So do your best to provide value, and remember to be authentic, curious, and ask the right questions. No isn't the end of the conversation. It's where the real conversation begins. And expectations, right? Expectations. If you walked in and make a cold call today, a prospecting call, and you thought somebody was going to buy a Bobcat today because you walked in that door, you're going to have a bad day. But if you say, hey, I'm going to go in and I'm going to observe and learn about their business and make an introduction, then that's and see what I can learn about this person and their business that I don't know currently. Now that's an expectation. That's a bell we can ring.
Yeah.
And
Ring, ring.
and I think too often we start out like, oh man, the goal is I've got to sell something. No, first things first, let's learn something, let's see something, let's connect with somebody and have a good conversation.
Yeah, let's be alert, aware, and responsive.
And observant. Hey, Fred, final thought on this pump day as we close out 500 straight days of going live every single day.
Oh man, we kind of just did it, Danny. The
We
final
just,
thought.
you know what, that we did, and I will see you tomorrow, my friend.
Can't wait.
Let's roll. Bye bye.